I woke up in this strange world. I had no idea where I was. I freaked out for a little bit, then got down to business. From a quick survey of my surroundings, I determined that I was still in Newfound Beaverland. There was a bunch of spruce trees, a mossy ground, and it was pretty cold. I also heard a creek nearby. When I went to go investigate the creek, I found that it was an opportune place for a dam. It took me a day and a half to build a complete dam, but I still had one more problem. What was I going to get for food? I had been surviving off of trees, but I needed meat if I wanted to survive. So I decided to search the stream to see if I could find some fish. Luckily, I found a sustainable population of what I think is brook trout. I built an intricate trap that was technically a water snare for fish. It worked really well. Then I had to find a way to preserve the fish for winter, because from what I remember, when I left it was around the end of November. So I went with smoking them. To smoke the fish, I needed a fire and a hut to smoke them in. I made a fire rubbing 2 sticks together. Usually they take forever to light, but it only took me half an hour. Smoking the fish was pretty successful, so I decided to continue along with that and keep harvesting fish. I was going to need all that I could get. One cold night, I woke up to this loud rumbling sound, and it kept growing. Then as the rumbling grew louder and louder, the dam started to shake. I immediately thought earthquake, but when I went outside, I was met with really strong winds, and I flew right into a tree. When I hit the tree, I was immediately knocked out. When I woke up, I saw total carnage. My dam was destroyed, as well as my smoking hut. The fire was out, and the fish inside were dirty and ruined. I had to start right back at square one. I started with building my dam again. I was going to need that before the smokehouse. When I was done that, I built another fire and another smokehouse. After a couple of days of good harvesting, I woke up to the sound of a raven rustling through my fish barrels in my dam. I cracked open the door to the storage room and scared the raven off. It flew out and away from the dam. When I went back inside to see how the raven got in, I quickly found that he had pecked a hole into the storage room through the roof. Damn! I quickly repaired the hole. Over the next couple of days, I had been experiencing headaches, as well as seeing the raven a couple times. After the headaches didn't go away, I took a look at the pond to see my reflection, and guess what I saw? I saw antlers coming out of my head. Today, the raven attacked me when I was fishing. It swooped in and scratched me and grabbed a fish that I had caught. I decided to sharpen my antlers to see if I could spear it or something. The next time I saw the raven, it swooped down towards me. I stuck up my antlers, and I felt my head gain weight almost instantly. I had finally killed that raven, and I didn't have to worry about my fish stock for winter. I built a chimney in my dam in hopes of someone seeing the smoke and coming to see what it is. And finally, these government people showed up today. They took me to the secret laboratory and ran a bunch of tests on me. I was told that the beaver government wanted to see if we could still revert back to our wild ways, and I was randomly chosen just like countless other beavers to be dropped into the wilderness with nothing, and they watched me to see if I could survive. Going back to regular society was really hard. I could never get back to what I once was, and I almost felt like an alien. I never felt at home in my own home. So I decided to go back to the location where I was at.